Oh, hey. How's everybody doing? I'm here today to watch I gotta take off my little screen capture here. One second. Um, there it is. I'm here today to watch the SpaceX GPS-3 launch. It's kind of been a dry month. We did have DM2 last, and we've been waiting for the next Starlink launch after the one that just happened, Starlink 8. Starlink 9 was supposed to happen before this mission, but it did not happen for some reason. So, again, it's been kind of a dry month, but I'm here with some information for you guys. I'm here live again. Thank you for checking this out. Um, I I'm filming a lot of things, but I'm also, yeah, I'm I'm filming a lot of stuff, but I'm also like very lazy when it comes to editing. So I'm gonna be figuring that out very soon. Figuring it out is like a word that I always use, and it's just my excuse of like, hey man, you need to edit your videos. You need to get meme review out again, because meme review 5 did really good. So let's do 6. I was gonna film 6. Well, I already filmed it, but unfortunately there was some technical difficulties, and I have to refilm that. Um, but enough about me. That was really fun. You guys are here to watch the SpaceX launch. There's about 30,000 people waiting. And let's see here. They are a successful mission criteria. Let's go over some of the stats here really quick too, if I may. So mission criteria today is we need to make sure, well, SpaceX needs to make sure that the GPS-3 satellite, which is also named Columbus, this is SV03. They had another launch earlier in 2018. This is actually going to a destination orbit of MEO, or medium Earth orbit. And you know how the ISS orbits every like 90 minutes or so? This is actually a 12-hour orbit. And then the first burn for the first stage on the Falcon 9 is actually going to be 13 seconds earlier today, in order for them to do a longer second burn. And the reason they're doing a 13-second earlier burn on the new core, the new B dot, or is it B dot 1060? The new it's never flown. This is a brand new booster. That'll be landing on Just Read the Instructions downrange today. And I'm sorry, I don't know the actual inclination of this launch right now. I'm actually just going to be listening into the stream and seeing what the inclination is, where it's actually headed. But I know it's going to MEO, which is medium Earth orbit. Second burn is going to be longer. It's a bit different from the GPS SV02 or SV01 mission, where they expended the first stage, and they use the first stage to get a little bit more juice out of there. But SpaceX has most likely talked the Space Force into the fact that they have very efficient second stage, like Merlin 1D vac engines that could make it, and also have enough remaining fuel to deorbit the second stage and splash down into Earth. They're planning to splash down in the South Atlantic Ocean. It wouldn't really be a splashdown. It's just gonna the second stage is just gonna re-enter, and let me put some music on here. The second stage is just gonna re-enter and just tear into pieces because the atmosphere is gonna rip it to shreds, and that's gonna land down to the South Atlantic. The first stage today is going to be landing down 634 kilometers downrange on Just Read the Instructions. Again, this booster has never flown before, and they are taking off from SLC 40, Space Launch Complex 40, Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, not Air or Cape Canaveral, whatever station. I don't even remember. What's going on with my pretzel? I wanted to play some synthwave as we're going here. Dang it. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's try something else. Sorry. Yeah, so it's actually called Cape Canaveral Air Force Station because we have an Air Force now. Did you guys see Air Force on Netflix? Dude, the Air Force show on Netflix with Steve Carell is actually really awesome because I'm from Colorado, and the show is actually based out of an eastern part of Colorado Springs. Called Wild Horse, Colorado, and that's where they have the base, and that's actually where they choose to launch rockets from, is in Colorado, which makes no sense. It's kind of funny. Let me sign in here because it doesn't want me to, and I don't want to play non-royalty free music. Oh, great. Now I'm getting a code. What's my code? Uh-oh, SpaceX just announced a T-0 of 4:10 p.m. due to upper level winds. Vehicle and payload look good for launch. Okay. Fine. Let's see if they change their live stream here. Let's see. Let's watch this live together. I'll switch over for you guys. So this is my other setup here. By the way, do you guys like the fact that I'm in portrait today? I thought it'd be fun. There's a lot to show you. Okay, SpaceX just tweeted this. Let's go to the Twitter and reply with a sad face. What is it? What it's gonna be? Okay, 4:10 p.m. So that's 2:10 p.m. my time. Okay, so that's still, yeah. upper level winds. People are tagging this dude. Hey, it's Earth Plush. I have my own Earth Plush right here. See? I don't know. I might as well just hang out because it's happening today. I'm not just going to go offline. I guess we're just going to have to talk a little longer. But the stream should be up shortly. They just pushed it back about 20 minutes. That's all. Wait, did they? 4. So it's 4 o'clock. It's 1:38 MDT. 4 o'clock or 3:38. Yeah, Florida. Okay. Sorry, time zones get me all screwed up. People are just saying cool. I don't know. Should I just do like a GIF or something? You guys are in control here. This is your stream, not mine. Let's try this out. Windy. I don't know, just for fun. Oh shit. I think the Pocahontas one is good. Let's see. What else do we have? These are terrible. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, this one. I don't even know what that's from. That's not Dr. Seuss, is it? Oh, this is a good one. Yep, this is what I want. Okay. Anyways. Wow. Yep. There you go. That's like the perfect GIF. What other GIFs are people doing? Laughing aliens. Okay. And Elon dancing. All right, cool. Elon is live. Didn't you know? Cool. So they're going live in another 30 minutes. So we got some time. Anyways, oh, mission control audio is up. Pretzel's supposed to be going here. Oh, whoops. Gosh, there's like too many things to do. I have to check my email for an authorization code. Isn't that the worst? When something is not hooked up. Let's see. Nope, didn't get your authorization code. Twitch. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. It'll come eventually. Let's just play McRocklin because I'm allowed to play them. And what we're gonna do is that's fine. Let's pull up mission control audio. So I thought initially they weren't going to play mission control audio because this is a Space Force mission. Wait, hold on. They choose the best thumbnails, by the way. Isn't it crazy? Since Starhopper, there's been 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's been 12 launches since the Star Hopper Hop. It's pretty crazy, dude. There's a lot going on in Boca Chica as well. I wanted to show you this. The Starship SN5 is up and running, ready to go. Well, it doesn't have an engine quite on it yet, but it has the thrust puck modeler under the bottom bulkhead, and they're going to be doing a thrust simulation as well as a ambient pressure test and then a cryogenic test. And you can actually see both the two venting ports right there. So there's the venting port for the liquid oxygen tank. There's one for the methane tank. And we're just waiting, man. We're just waiting for them to do what SN4 did and do it even better. Dude, the meme review that I'm going to be doing is going to be awesome. You don't even know. It's going to be great. Let's see here. I want to get dude, everybody else is live, by the way. Space Eccentric. What about it? Did you guys see that? I totally saw mission control audio. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It was a secret. Okay. It's a secret. Let's listen in, guys. Okay, so those are the kind of main updates I have for you. Don't really know a lot about this satellite. I know that Lockheed Martin makes it. We can actually go ahead and read the description that I put in for this specific satellite. Let me go to the description really quick. So this is nicknamed Columbus. Let's see here. Is there like a wiki on this though? I want like a wiki. So there's going to be 3 more GPS 3 missions. That's actually really cool. This is the first non-NASA or SpaceX internal mission this year. This is the first Space Force mission. It's really cool. So there's been mainly, as you can see here, internal SpaceX missions and the NASA DM2 mission, as well as a couple of resupplies. Or one resupply, that's right. Wasn't there the one resupply this year? Man, it's already been 6 months of 2020, and I've covered a lot, which is crazy. And it's been 1 year since the Star Hopper launch. I'm going to turn this down so I can hear myself better. Yeah, so that's what's going on today. I'm just gonna hang out and wait here. I hope everyone's having a good one. I also wanted to mention that this episode of Mars Meditation, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have a sponsor. It's actually a sponsor of my own. It's my own startup that I'm starting with a couple of developers and a couple of musicians that I know. This episode or this live stream is actually going to be sponsored today by Drum Now. You'll be able to write music with the best drummers on demand. If you guys are musicians of any type, if you're a drummer from the metal scene, the rock scene, even if you're a country drummer or a blues jazzy drummer, we have you covered. We're going to have so many packs loaded onto this website, and all you need to do is sign up for Drum Now, or just download these packs just from the front page of the site. It's so easy, very easy to use. It's got a pack player. You'll be able to preview the loops that you want to hear and initially drop those into your DAW, your audio interface, so that you can write really awesome music with the best drummers on demand. So right now we have 3 packs that are going to be coming out that are artist packs, and then we have 5 packs that are factory packs. And what's great about Drum Now is that these packs are just very, very spread out in terms of genre of music. And these artists, they are coming in with the best loops and the best kind of up-to-date drum techniques that you need to write, very progressive, good music. So we have Baby J of Amur. He'll be coming out first. We have Pablo's amazing sound from Chelsea Grin. If you're a metalhead, this is a really awesome sound. And then we have Alex of Era. Each pack consists of about 30 to 60 loops. There's 5 or 6 kits. There's also about 3 to 6 tempos per pack. And you can actually get the MIDI files so that you can update or program your own drums whenever you need to have a project at a different tempo that we don't provide. We got you covered. You'll be able to use the MIDI files and sync them to you'll be able to sync those easily. And there's hundreds of MP3 loops and multiple MKIs to accommodate any writing style. So sign up now. You'll actually get a free sample pack. You can check out all the files that we will be deploying out and take a listen for yourself and write a song with it. It's really awesome stuff. It's going to be a game changer in the music industry. Again, this is sponsored by DrumNow. What an amazing site. Go to drumnow.com/download for your free pack today. Whew. Okay. So that's awesome. I really wanted to do that ad. That's sick. What do we have here? Just people liking my photo. Windy Boys. I can let my guys know I'm live. I maybe might be able to do that. I just might. If I can find my my link here. Sorry. Gotta go to my channel. Gotta get my live stream link. So yeah, what are you guys up to today? I got a break from everything that I'm kind of responsible for today, and we're just hanging out, man. We're having a good day. It's a nice summer day in Colorado. The world is in shambles, but to witness a launch like this, with all you friends out there, and to kind of just take a moment to just, how cool is it that, we're down here stuck on Earth or stuck in our houses and we can watch a camera on a rocket go to space. So it kind of that's kind of why I live stream these, because oh, hold on. Hold on. This is the wrong stream. Dude, that's so weird. That's not the right one. Guys, can you guys comment and tell me if the stream title is the right title? No, it is the right title and it's the right thumbnail. Okay, that's weird. I copied the link and it totally didn't work. Well, I'm just not gonna bother then. Twitter never works anyway, so. No, what am I doing? Oh my god. I'm an idiot, dude. I'm such an idiot sometimes. So yeah, we're just waiting for this launch to go, man. And again, this is MEO orbit, so it's a medium altitude around the Earth. Period of 12 hours, half a sidereal day. The satellites are outfitted with an apogee propulsion system to circularize the orbit. So the second stage doesn't actually need to do a second burn for the circularization of the orbit. I don't think we'll see a second burn here. And we definitely most likely won't see the deployment because that's just how the Air Force is. We'll see. We'll see. We really don't know. Unlike for GPS Block 5 or Block IIF, I have no idea what that is. Must be like in the hundreds. The final burn must not be performed by the upper stage of the launcher or a kick stage. This reduces the complexity of the mission and shortens it by several hours, allowing the stage 2 to perform a deorbit burn, leading to a planned re-entry over the South Atlantic, like I said. And also allows the satellite to carry a larger payload while launching on a smaller launcher. This does, however, mean that nearly half of the launch mass of the satellite is fuel for the orbit raising maneuver. This is the first flight for this booster, 1060. It's the second SpaceX GPS launch, and I think that maybe ULA did one of the other GPS launches because there's 3 of them, and these are just Earth imaging or Earth, GPS satellites. What did they mention up here? It's like a see, like I don't even know a lot about this satellite. to be honest. It's just cool to watch SpaceX launch. So I thought I'd be here. How unprofessional. But what does GPS stand for? Ground positioning, right? Let's see this. What does GPS stand for? Because I'm 25 and I don't know. Global positioning system. Gotcha. Okay. So it's just another high aware, high efficient global positioning satellite. Maybe that they just need to put out there because it's the other ones are just out of commission. This is the 11th SpaceX launch of this year, 56th landing of a SpaceX booster. That's crazy that they've, ever since the 50th landing, they've done it 6 more times, which is just amazing. That's actually really crazy. I've watched 6 landings since the 50th one. That's crazy. Because I was live here when they did that 50th one on CRS. It was amazing. This was the 88th launch of a Falcon 9 and the 96th SpaceX launch overall. How is it in 3 minutes? It's definitely not in 3 minutes. Do you guys want to check out flightclub.io? Again, you guys are in charge of this stream, man. It's all up to you. I'm in portrait, so things are gonna get wild. So those are the facts. You guys should definitely check out this guy right here. I wanted to see, yeah, GPS SV03. Stage 1, this is so awesome, dude. So I love this information. This is amazing. So stage 1 is 9 Merlin 1D engines block for the Block 5 variant of the Falcon 9. This has a dry mass of 26.3 tons. So that's about 2,000 times 26. 2,000, I don't even know. I can't even convert that. 50,000 pounds about. 435 tons the total mass with the liquid oxygen and RP1 loaded into it. Then the stage 2 is another Merlin 1D vacuum engine with a dry mass of about 6 tons, which is about 1,200 pounds. And let's see here, or no, that's like 1,400 pounds. And then total mass is 109 tons with fuel. It's crazy how much it goes up with fuel in it, and it's so light. It's only 26. I mean, it's heavy, but it's very light. And then you put all the fuel in it, and it's just fucking heavy. Okay, that's crazy. So payload mass today is 3,680 kilograms. And I'm gonna be that noob. I have to convert it to, oops, hold on. £2. Oh wait, kg, 2 pounds. Out pounds. I haven't live streamed in a while. It's been really awesome. 8,000 pounds. Wow, that's a pretty fat payload. Okay, all right. I think SpaceX is live now. So let's go check out SpaceX. Where are you at, SpaceX? Here you are. All right, here. They're finally live, guys. They're finally here. They were supposed to be going now. The launch was supposed to happen right now. So we're just kind of we're flipping the time clock here a little bit. But yeah, I'm here for, if you guys have any questions, man. I covered a lot, but if you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know. And that's how I want my stream to look. I was gonna play guitar on this stream, but that would have been a bit chaotic. I think I have my guitar set up pretty well, and I've been writing a lot of music here as well. It's so another thing down the pipeline for the Mars Meditation channel. Just always focusing on doing audio, doing good audio, doing good video, even if in the beginning it's kind of bad. Gonna lift up my brightness a bit so you guys can see me. I'm excited to hear about this. Let's see how much. Oh, and this is test shot starfish right here. By the way, I hit up this artist for this song that he's used. This is the new song that Test Shot just did for the DM2 launch specifically. What an honor that would be to write music for SpaceX and to have a contract to live stream with their music. Okay, let's get going. Let's see if they change the T-minus 0. See if there's any new clips here. Falcon Heavy. This is the same clips. Pretty epic, y'all. 13 minutes. Okay.
On your screen is a live view of the Falcon 9.
We're going to listen in here.
10 Eastern Standard Time launch from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. My name is Shiva Bharadwaj, and I'm a space operations engineer here at SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. And welcome to our webcast coverage for the GPS-3 Space Vehicle number 3 launch for the United States Space Force. Now, the Global Positioning System, or GPS payload, is one that you're probably familiar with. GPS satellites provide a diverse range of positioning and timing services for both civil and military purposes. Now, the United States has been launching GPS satellites for the last 42 years, and today marks the 75th launch. This launch is also particularly special because it honors the memory of Colonel Thomas Falzarano, commander of the 21st Space Wing, Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado.
Oh, nice.
The Space Force has dedicated this mission to his memory, and we will hear directly from General Raymond and others who knew and worked with him just before we enter into the first coast phase later on in the broadcast. Now, let's take a closer look at the vehicle that will launch the GPS-3 satellite and help us honor the memory of Colonel Thomas Falzarano. On your screen is a view of Space Launch Complex 40 with the Falcon 9, our 2-stage liquid-fueled launch vehicle, and it's getting ready for launch. Falcon 9 stands about 230 feet tall, which is greater than the wingspan of a 747 aircraft. Now, the bottom 2/3 of the vehicle is a brand new first stage, and its job is to accelerate the entire vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere up to the edge of space. Now, unlike our first GPS-3 mission from December in 2018, we will be attempting to recover the first stage on our drone ship named Just Read the Instructions, and it's currently stationed about 350 nautical miles off the east coast of Florida. We worked with our customer following our earlier GPS-3 mission to ensure that we maintained more than enough performance margin for both the primary mission and a chance at recovery today on that first stage. Now, above the first stage is the second stage, and about 2.5 minutes into flight, it will separate from the first stage. Then it'll ignite its single Merlin vacuum engine to carry the GPS-3 satellite into a highly elliptical orbit. The apogee, or the highest point of that orbit, will ultimately end up at about 20,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface, at which point the satellite will then separate and then perform some burns to enter into a circular medium Earth orbit about 20,200 kilometers above the Earth. You'll also notice that the second stage fuel tank is painted gray today, and that's so we absorb a little more heat from the sun while we're not eclipsed by the Earth. That helps the fuel tank stay at the proper temperature for today's mission when we go into the Earth's shadow. Now, at the very top of the rocket is the payload fairing. The GPS-3 satellite is currently enclosed inside of it, and it's 17 feet in diameter. It protects the satellite from aerodynamic heating, loads, and contamination during the ascent portion of the mission. But once we reach the vacuum of space, we'll jettison those fairing halves back to Earth while the second stage continues to take the satellite to orbit. The fairing halves that we're using today are brand new, and we will be attempting to recover them using our recovery ships, Miss Tree and Miss Chief. However, we aren't planning a catch attempt today, and instead we'll scoop these out of the water later on this evening. Now, finally, next to the rocket is that large truss structure that we refer to as the Transporter Erector, or TE. The TE rolls Falcon 9 out to the launch pad, raises it to the vertical launch position, and also routes power, fluids, and communication to both the rocket and satellite.
Good afternoon. I'm John Innsbrucker, Falcon 9 Principal Integration Engineer here at SpaceX. We're coming up on 9.5 minutes to launch, and to get to this point, we rolled Falcon 9 out to the pad Sunday night, about 41 hours before launch. and we went vertical on the pad at
Did you guys see that
10 a.m.
picture
local
of
time
the
yesterday.
Starlink
The
booster
chief
and this
engineer
GPS
held his
booster
technical
standing
poll
like
at T-minus
in
1
line
hours,
from each other?
and the launch director
I'll show you
held
guys
a
on the map.
propellant load and launch go, no-go poll at T-minus 38
I just wanted
minutes.
to show you.
The vehicle is healthy. We are currently working, no issues. Now, if we do have to call a hold on today's launch, we have a backup opportunity tomorrow at 3:51 Eastern Time in the afternoon. That's about 4 minutes earlier than today's opening
I'll show you
of
how
the window.
close these
Now,
launch
right now,
pads
we're
are from
targeting
each other.
the end of the window just after 16:10 Eastern Time for liftoff. Now, after the go, no-go polls, Falcon 9 has been loading propellants.
So
began
here's
at
Slick
T-minus
40.
35 minutes.
Launch.
We began with
It was
fuel
Launch
going into both
Complex
the
40,
first
but
and
now it's
second
Space
stage,
Launch Complex.
Oxidizer into the first
This is
stage.
very, very
For fuel,
historic
we
pad
use
as
a
well.
refined
This is
form
where
of
SpaceX
kerosene
launches
known
from.
as RP1, rocket
then-
propellant grade 1. Our
I don't know if
oxidizer is a
this
super
could be
chilled
they're
liquid
building.
oxygen,
I'm
and
really
we call
not
that
sure.
LOX.
And
Currently,
then
the second stage that you can see outlined with
it's
that
literally
gray
like,
paint that Shiva
here's
mentioned,
LC39A.
that fuel is completely loaded.
That's B. Hold on.
Still loading fuel
Here's A.
on the first stage.
This is
That'll go until
LC39A.
T-minus 6
Old
minutes.
picture.
And as you can see from the
They need to
plume
update
streaming
this
off
to
of the
show
first and
the-
second stage LOX tanks,
Why isn't
we
that
are
updated?
continuing to load liquid oxygen onto both of those stages right now.
I'm excited to see this
We're
thing
also
land, man.
loading
How's everyone
helium
doing out
gas
there?
on board
Hit me up.
storage vessels on
What's
the
going on,
first and
Neil?
second stage. The Falcon 9 uses helium gas as a pressurant in the fuel and the LOX tanks. As the Merlin engine pumps pull RP1 and LOX out of the tanks, we have to fill the empty volume, what we call ullage, with helium that is heated by the engine. Heating the helium helps expand it to fill the tanks. Now at T-minus 7 minutes coming up here, engine chill will begin. We'll hear that call out. This is where we allow a small amount of the super chilled liquid oxygen to flow past the turbopump inlets. That cools them down.
See how
to
the
avoid
fueling
thermal
tanks are
shocks
really far
when we
away?
light the Merlin
It's so
engines at
abnormal that the
T-minus 2
Starship
seconds.
is like so close to the
Finally,
fuel
you can
tanks.
see to the left of the rocket
Looking
is
at
the
this launch
transport
pad
erector,
just the
what
way
we
it
also
is.
call the strongback. That will retract away from the rocket about 2 degrees at T-minus 4 minutes. That gives the necessary clearance for Falcon 9 to begin the liftoff sequence.
Engine chill.
On top of Falcon 9, we have the spacecraft. The spacecraft team has transitioned the GPS satellite to internal battery power. That happened at T-minus 15 minutes. They're working no issues, and there are no further actions required of the satellite before launch. We're launching out of the
There's a
eastern
lot of venting
range.
going
and
up on the
currently,
second
the range
stage there.
is go. They're ready to support. The air and the sea space is clear around us. They've also been launching the balloons for us to help get the weather. The weather from clouds, lightning, electric fields right now is go. What we've been watching is the upper altitude winds. The gradient from one altitude to the other has been borderline where we might exceed the load capability of Falcon 9. We are currently go.
Come on.
We will get one last weather balloon piece of data coming up
Imagine
here in a
Starship
couple
at
of
upper
minutes.
level winds. That's
But
going to be
right
pretty
now,
trippy.
all systems continue to be go for a liftoff just after 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, today's mission is for the United States Space Force, and we're launching the GPS-3 Space Vehicle number 3 as our payload. Now we'll hear from Lieutenant Colonel Margaret Sullivan, Material
Jeez.
Leader of the GPS-3 Space Vehicles, and Tanya Ladwig, Acting Vice President of Navigation Systems at Lockheed Martin, to learn
So
more
many
about today's
notifications
satellite.
about SpaceX. My phone just went off. Turn that music off. Okay, I really want to learn about this. But here, I might have to just hold on. I need to learn about this. So give me a second. God. 300 billion a year. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit me up because I may or may not be able to answer. This is fun though. It's a huge satellite. Look at that fisheye lens. New technology. What do you mean new technology? Be specific. In our commercial like production line. So you guys are making a lot of these for millions of dollars. More than Starship. You know? I bet you Starship is going to be cheaper than like some of these satellites, which is just crazy. I'm not joking. better signals, benefiting 4 billion global users. Hey, make the text there longer. I can't read it. Do you want me to have to go back and pause? I couldn't read that. That was way too fast. All right. Sorry you guys missed that audio. I wanted to make sure I didn't get flagged.
Thomas Falcerano, and we will hear directly from General Raymond and others who knew and worked with him.
So it's a GPS satellite.
Enter our first coast phase later on.
I don't know. I really don't know that much about
now
it. Still,
just inside
it has better technology.
We did get the good news just a moment ago that the latest weather balloon is go for launch. So we're
I'm just so used to SpaceX being so transparent, and I get triggered when companies aren't. They don't give me enough information.
Moves back a couple of degrees.
The Black Sky satellites, those are cool. The imaging satellites, they're going to be on Starlink 9. Dude, Starlink's rideshare program is going to be awesome. Some of these satellites are really innovative. They're just good projects. CubeSats are the way to go. You can literally get money together and rideshare with SpaceX if you wanted to. They're making it so easy to where, like, if you had $1 million, if you had a $1 million satellite, you could watch it on this. You could rideshare it.
The GPS-3
you don't even have to be a company.
Continues
well, you probably
to
have to be a company, but
the Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues on the rocket. The weather has turned green for us here in the last minutes.
Green for
and the range
next
continues to be
2
green
minutes.
for launch.
We should be good.
Now again, as a reminder, if we don't launch today, we have a backup opportunity at 3:51 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow 3:51.
First stage LOX load complete.
Launch director has just called out that the first stage LOX load is complete. We're now loading just liquid oxygen on the second stage. Approximately half a minute. LOX loading should complete on stage 2. No issues on the rocket.
No, YouTube's not borked. I'm good. Guys, thanks for checking this out, man. Please like the video if you guys are here just passing through. Let YouTube know that you like the quality, or if you don't, that's totally fine. Give it a dislike, and leave me a comment with hateful speech, please, or non-hateful speech. I think that'd be better. That'd be preferable.
T-minus 2 minutes.
I'll play guitar if you want me to. That'll be cool.
That announcement tells us
that's for
chillin' that we
Twitch.
began at T-minus 7 minutes.
Twitch is my guitar playing platform.
And we are good for
and my all my links in the description too. So you guys please check out my channel. I'm really trying to grow this thing, so appreciate you all checking this out with me. There's like 30,000. How many people are watching this stream? Let's see. Oh, 201,000.
Now coming up in the background, you can see some white plumes coming off of the
I'd much rather watch the SpaceX stream too, and stream myself.
I
appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe, and comment, and once you subscribe, there's a present that'll blow up on the screen. Your name will show up on the screen when you subscribe. So if you're watching now, go ahead and subscribe if you like if you like memes and space and SpaceX and talking about cool stuff, and talking about Tesla. I have a lot of cool videos. Check it out, man. We have 1 minute to go. Please like and subscribe for the last time.
Startup.
And we're doing it.
Launch director is announced. We're inside of a minute. We are in startup on the flight computers. We are also beginning to pressurize stage 1 and stage 2 for launch.
Mission directors, go for launch.
Okay, we're good. 41 seconds in, we're good.
We've heard the final call outs.
COPVs.
Mission director, launch director are go for launch.
COPVs are holding on tight.
T-minus 30 seconds coming up. All systems are go.
I still don't know what
that
gray band is for, but I know it's
30 seconds.
Space vehicle number 3.
Fully loaded, just boiling off right there, spilling out fuel. See, it's not smoking, literally just spilling it out. So it's fully loaded here. Dry mass.
T-minus 15 seconds.
So many tons. This is a heavy beast right there. This is a lot
10,
of liquid oxygen.
9, 8.
Let's do this.
7, 6, 5.
Water deluge on.
4, 3.
T-Teb.
1.
Green flash.
0. Ignition. Lift off. Go Falcon. Go GPS.
That looks good.
Vehicle is pitching down range.
That looked pretty good. John Krause, if you're out there getting photos, it was a beautiful time of day to get some good shots of this. That's really awesome. and just ripping through the atmosphere. At this point, you'll be able to see it if you're at Jetty Park in Florida. This is about the point where I saw Falcon Heavy start to rise up.
T plus 40 seconds, we've heard callouts.
That is just
And now we're entering the
going
throttle
to
bucket.
space.
We're powering down the Merlin engines to relieve the acceleration
You
as
can
we
still
get
see
ready
the
for
landing
the period
legs.
of maximum dynamic pressure.
It's a lot of camera shake. It's okay.
We're in the throttle bucket. Now we're beginning to power back up. We hear the call out exiting throttle bucket. The 9 Merlin 1D engine is
Mach
going
1.
back to full power.
There's Mach 1.
And
You
we
saw
are now
the
supersonic.
yeah, you saw the supersonic air whatever. What are those called? Supersonic waves? Just breaking the sound barrier? Yeah, that's what it is.
Max Q.
I love when it
Guidance
breaks
engineer calls
the
out max Q, the
sound
period of
barrier, and
maximum
there's
dynamic
rings. You
pressure,
see the picture
or
with the
Q,
rings?
on the vehicle. From this point forward, although
Falcon
we go
9 blows
faster and
those.
faster, the thinner atmosphere will put
and you
less
can
loads
see
on the airframe
some
of the
fire
rocket.
creep right there in the landing leg. That's actually completely
Coming up
normal.
next is chillin
As
of
the
upper
atmosphere
stage
gets,
engine.
gets thinner and thinner, the flames have more room to spread
got a
out
good
because there's not sea level pressure,
We've
so
begun
it
the
starts to
chilling of the
span out
upper
and start
stage
to
engine.
creep back up to
Power
the
on the
landing
Merlin
legs.
1D engines looks good.
So that's max Q.
Avionics reports everything is nominal.
Then you can see kind of like that Mach diamond right there. It's not really diamond, but it's just kind of all 9
We're 2
all
plus 2
9
minutes into
Merlin
flight.
engines
Next
plumes
major
meeting in the
activity
middle.
in half a minute. Shutdown of the 9 Merlin engines. Separate the first and
Are
second
we getting any
stage,
onboard
and
cameras?
ignite the second stage engine to carry GPS and the second stage into the first of 2 orbits today. This one will be the initial parking orbit.
Yep, and then at this point when you're at Jetty Park in Florida, you really don't see it anymore. The camera can pick it up, but the human
Falcon 9
eye,
preparing for MECO.
it just looks like little needles in the sky. And I saw the Falcon Heavy boosters coming back to land, and they just look like little needles.
Stage separation confirmed.
And by the way, when I went and saw Falcon Heavy, that trip was relatively inexpensive.
And we've confirmed ignition of the second stage engine after
Just
a
to go
good
watch
stage 1,
this in
stage 2
person.
SEP.
I highly
You can see
recommend you go and
briefly
do
the
it.
Falcon 9 first stage in the
It
background.
was really a fun watch.
Both vehicles are
launch to
following
watch.
nominal trajectories.
Call out that both vehicles are following the planned trajectory.
There's
First
their
stage
SEP.
continuing to coast to apogee, where it'll then slowly turn around and descend back to the drone ship for landing in the Atlantic Ocean.
That
The
engine
second
nozzle
stage
is
engine beginning the long burn to get it into the parking orbit.
really cooling itself
Acquisition
well.
signal, Maryland.
It's not as
Coming up,
hot, or
fairing
maybe the
deploy.
exposure is down on the camera.
Waiting to see the camera switch forward.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Chicka. It just like runs into it. Ooh, that's
And we've got fairing separation.
a good separation.
The 2 halves of the Falcon 9 fairing separating.
There's
the
the
pneumatic
onboard
system
camera.
unlatching the locks that hold it together, and then the
Dude.
pneumatic pushers separating the 2 halves.
Do you understand
As the
how
fairing
far
falls
away
from
those
the vehicle,
fairings
we
are?
can see on the left side of the screen the grid fins, the large titanium castings that are mounted to the first stage have deployed. They'll be used later as we come back into the atmosphere.
Oh,
for
I'm so happy they're
precision
launching
guidance
again.
Of the first
But
stage
it's
to
been a
land
while,
on the drone ship.
SpaceX.
On the right-hand
It's-
side, we see the second stage
Acquisition
engine
signal from
continuing
It's
to
truly
burn.
been a while.
It's at full power. Everything's looking good with the trajectory. So at just past T
And
plus
Starlink
4
will
minutes
be
into
coming
flight,
up.
everything
Did
is
they
go
announce a
on the flight
Starlink
of Falcon
date?
9 with GPS-3 space vehicle number 3.
Columbus. Go Columbus. Dang, they are up there. Look at that. This is a very big burn.
Plus 4 minutes and 25 seconds into flight. We're currently in the first of 2
Dude, they are
planned Merlin
up
vacuum engine
there.
burns. Currently looking at the data, the second stage engine burn is nominal. On your left-hand screen, you can see the first
To
stage
get
as
to-
it's
to
performing
get to
that
this orbit, it's gonna be
reorientation that
crazy.
John and I talked about. The grid fins are deployed, and you're seeing some thruster plumes there from
Some
the attitude
RCS.
control system that are getting
From
it
the
ready
hydro-
so that the
It's
9
hydrogen.
Merlin 1D engines are pointing
The
towards
RCS
the
is
atmosphere
taking the
as it
hydrogen from the
re-enters
COPVs that
into,
refill the.
Earth's,
Hold on.
Earth's atmosphere. Beautiful view. The first stage
Hold on.
and the second stage.
Hold on. I've been trying to figure this out. If anyone here is watching and is like really good at this stuff and knows this, are the COPVs actually refilling they're actually repressurizing the tanks as well as powering the RCS thrusters? Do they tap in from certain COPVs to do that, or do they use the same ones that refill the tanks? Asking for a friend.
Dynamic loads as it starts to bite into the thicker parts of the air around our planet. You can see the Merlin vacuum engine on your right-hand screen. The nozzle extension there growing red hot. That's expected.
This looks good. I think people
We're
were really
we
missing.
have such a long
We haven't
nozzle
had a
extension
SpaceX
on
launch
there
in a while.
to try to get the most performance out of the pressure coming out of the thrust chamber on the second stage engine.
So, dude, it
coming up
must have
here
been
in
crazy
about
for Bob and Doug to be
15
pushed to
seconds
orbit
is
with
entry
that
burn. Watch for that on your
giant
left-hand
engine.
screen. That'll ignite 3 of the Merlin 1D engines,
It's a giant engine, dude.
while second stage continues to burn towards that elliptical orbit with the GPS vehicle on board.
And they
Stage
do hot
1
fires
FTS
at
is
the
saved.
the vacuum engine in Texas, at McGregor, Texas. That's where they do all the hot fires for it. So there's
Stage
the
1,
re-entry.
entry burn has started.
Looks like
There's successful
3
ignition of
engines.
the 3 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage.
It's
We're
the
expecting
first
this burn
one.
to last just about 30 seconds.
and then the 3. So when it's fighting the atmosphere, the fuel is actually pushing down on the engine. So all they need to do is just get a light on one engine, get all the fuel down to the bottom of the tank so that they
Stage 1, entry burn, shut down.
can, because they've shown pictures
So
of
you see some
inside the
bursts
tank.
there.
And,
Successful shutdown of the engine
the fuel
and some
kind of
attitude
floats
control
around,
bursts
and
just to get that
when you're in
orientation right.
zero G
Now,
like
once we
this,
get into the thicker parts of the atmosphere where those grid fins have some aerodynamic control authority, they will do most of the guiding to take the first stage towards our drone ship named Just Read the Instructions.
you can see the layers
which
of
is
the
about
clouds there.
350
Look how
nautical
fast that
miles
is
off the
entering
east
Earth.
coast of Florida.
Look at the layers of cloud. Okay, we'll shake.
Coming up at about 50 seconds from now, we'll have 2 events happening about the same
This is
time.
very-
The
this
first
is-
stage
oh.
will ignite its single center
It just-
Merlin
it just
1D engine for
flies
landing
in,
burn.
dude.
About the same time,
It's crazy,
the
like, once
second
it hits
stage
a certain
will-
layer of the
will,
atmosphere, it's
perform
just, like,
secondary engine
Stage
ripping
two
through
is entering
clouds.
Terminal guidance.
or SECO number
And
1.
we are in very close to landing burn and SECO in conjunction.
All those 2 things occur about 25 seconds later. The first stage will hopefully touch down on our drone ship. In between, they're deploying its landing legs.
All right.
So watch for that on your left
56
hand.
landing.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
So they've landed 5 times since the 50th. Dude, the DM2 landing was so
Turn
awesome.
ship, AOS.
That live stream was hype, but everyone
Stage 1, landing burn is starting.
everyone got
Mission
demonetized
of that center,
from National Geographic.
Merlin
I don't know if
engine
you
on
know.
the first stage.
Okay, cool. So that one's off, and then there's a
Successful
landing burn.
confirmation of shutdown of the
That's a lot of
Merlin
events.
vacuum engine.
This is it.
The guidance engineer is evaluating the orbit of the second stage now.
Nominal parking orbit.
Where
Nominal
is it?
parking orbit.
Landing
That's
legs
exactly
out
what we want to
deployed.
hear.
Wow, it's
Landing leg deployment
Oh.
looks like right down the center.
And
Looks
stage
like
1
a
is
successful
landed.
landing.
Recovery operators move into
I see
procedure
it first
11.100 on
stage.
UTM
Excellent.
now.
okay.
So that's,
It's very
first
confusing.
flew Falcon 9 10 years ago, actually this month. Since then, it's completed 88 missions, is now the most flown operational rocket in the United States.
This is the
This
56th
mission
landing.
completed its first landing, and hopefully we'll have many more to come. The vehicle
sure this-
is
Oh,
now
that
we're
booster's
actually going
not
to
as
enter
toasty.
into our first coast phase. Now that we know
booster's
that
actually
the
relatively
second stage is in
clean.
a successful parking orbit.
Look at that
coast phase
booster.
will last about 54 minutes and
It
will
has-
end
it
with
doesn't
our
have that
second
much
stage
soot.
relight at about T+1 hour and 3 minutes. We're going to come back shortly before that to cover the second engine start, number 2. Now, as we had mentioned earlier,
That's a
today's
clean
mission
booster right there.
is dedicated by the Space Force to the memory of Colonel Thomas Falzerano, commander of the 21st Space Wing at Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado. As a leader of the Air Force's 5th largest wing, he commanded a workforce of approximately 4,300 space professionals worldwide.
What if the rocket
We'll
just
now
blew up
hear
right
from
there?
General Raymond and
No,
a
they're
number
doing-
of Colonel
they're doing
Falzerano's
their
colleagues in the Air
depressurization right
Force
now.
and Space Force about the impact he had on all those he worked with.
I can think of no better way to honor.
Sorry, 1 second. Mute you guys here. I wanted to listen here. That's a really cool uniform. Sorry you guys can't hear this. I'm sure 300,000 people are watching it, but you know. Cool. This is a very positive message if you guys can't hear it. I know you guys can't, but we're listening to Mission Control still. Nice. Oh, this is pretty cool. You guys, I can't play this message because the music in the background, I'll get demonetized. But 141,000 people watching this launch right now. Well, of course, they've 5 million subscribers, so of course they'd have, you know. SpaceX has been picking up a huge fan base lately. Yeah, where is this? So this is the Air Force Base in Colorado Springs. So they have the Air Force Academy. Actually, this is why, dude, Colorado Springs is known for a lot of space. That's where Lockheed Martin actually builds their satellites in Denver, but the Air Force representatives, they come in and out of the Air Force Base. So they have the, if I can find it, they have Garden of the Gods right here, which is an awesome place to go hike. I don't know if you guys have been there before. And then they have the Air Force, where's the Air Force? Hold on. It's somewhere here on the mountains. Verizon's here. Their headquarters, or not headquarters, but they have a huge location here. Okay. I cannot find it. That's so weird. Where's the the highway. That's why. So when you're on the highway, you'll see it right here. Sorry. That's my bad. So the Air Force Academy Airfield's right here. This is where they train pilots. And the Air Force Base, the Peterson Air Force Base, this man who just passed away, this is the main campus. Really cool. Yeah, Springs is a really cool area. Colorado Springs is actually where Nikola Tesla invented. Oh, they have a golf course. They actually invented he invented the Tesla coil in Colorado Springs. They have a base exchange, commissionary, integration support facility. But Air Force on Netflix was actually Wild Horse, Colorado. This is where the base was for the Air Force. Wild Horse, Colorado. And like you can see Springs is like, here's Colorado Springs. Here is what is this? Oklahoma? Kansas. Sorry. Kansas. And then there's a postal service, but they based the whole thing out of this area. Okay. They're still playing the sad music. I can't play the SpaceX stream. I'm sorry. Pretty cool though. So yeah, that's that 10th Space Wing. And yeah, the Air Force Academy is huge down here. And NORAD is somewhere. There's like a really weird. Here, I'll show you guys this entrance if I can find it. There's a really weird mountain entrance somewhere that I wanted to show you guys. It's pretty incredible, and it's supposed. Oh, here it is. So check this out. Let it load here. This is an Air Force station, and here is NORAD Road right here, right? This is going to blow your guys' mind. So you have a bunch of people living here. You have a Cheyenne Mountain Fire Department, but NORAD Road, NORAD's a real thing, and it's way out here. I mean, you have to really take this road out. Well, not too far, but south of Springs. And this is obviously blurred out, but this is an entrance right here. And what's above it? Just I don't know, just a giant mountain. So yeah, so NORAD, Cheyenne Mountain. What do you know? What do you know? I don't know anything. I just know that it's there and I want to go visit it. I'm going to be like Matthew McConaughey from Interstellar. It's pretty awesome. Oh, this music's still playing. I can't do anything. I'm frozen. Oh, they're taking a drink. Oh, they're drinking whiskey. And lighting cigars. Sorry, I'm having a I'm having a moment. This is dedicated to a colonel. Once a shark, always a shark. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, I mean, I know the launch already happened. It was successful. I'm sure a lot of people, how many people, 97,000 people hopped off because of this guy died. How mean are you? You guys are mean. There was like 300,000 people watching. Okay, the GPS launch was dedicated in memory to Colonel Thomas G. Falzerano from Colorado. I think I saw you at a restaurant, bro. I'm kidding. Rest in peace and much respect to you and the whole Air Force wing. Yeah. And do they end the stream here? Okay, cool. So we're 17 minutes into flight. Stage 2 is... Okay, so they actually went... again, they went north quite a bit. They went due northeast. So the stage 1 landed just above Georgia quite a bit, I would say. Oh, and do you see that line where they're actually going to be... They're going to be going to the... they're going to go to their periapsis and then do a burn to reach a higher apoapsis. So, here's the music. I'm just like... So we're waiting on something, right? Are we waiting on another light? Let me see. So coast phase will be slightly shorter. Second burn of stage 2 will be longer. Both of these things could be because of the lower transfer orbit. Another difference between today's mission and the last one is that the payload deploys about 30 minutes earlier. Okay, so they're going to be like essentially lobbing it out into space, and the satellite is going to circularize its own orbit. So SpaceX's goal is to relight the second stage, get it into its throw it outside of the low Earth orbit that they're in now, throw it into a semi-synchronous medium Earth orbit. The satellite will probably do a couple of rotations and then slowly circularize its orbit by using as much energy as it possibly can with its potential energy that the rocket just gave it. I wish I could do this in Kerbal, but I would literally be here for 8 hours trying to figure it out. That's the one thing that I'm pretty saddened about, is I don't do enough Kerbal, and I know I could be good at it, but I guess it's a little intimidating, and I guess maybe also I might be waiting for Kerbal 2 to come out. Kerbal 1's fun, and it's a great way to understand orbital mechanics. I don't know, it's just a little confusing. I'm just not that kind of dude. I'm just not the guy to spend a lot of time with that, because I have a job and everything, and I'm trying to get a lot of things figured out for drum now as well. So I'm spending a lot of time with that, but I was happy to kind of come online with you guys and stream for this launch. It's been a pleasure. It's been tremendous. Yeah, what you're seeing is I'm playing with some guitar picks that I just bought. Actually, I might straight up play guitar. just because we're waiting, so I might as well just play guitar for a minute. Can I? I think I might. It's pretty dope. I wish I had some questions going through. You guys hit me up if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer for you, or at least say hi. You can just drop in and say hi. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Let's go ahead and do, let's do some guitar playing. 1 second. I don't know. Is this acceptable? Will I get more likes if I play guitar? I think that's the way it works. I don't see why not. Make sure I'm not too hot. Let's play to this music. How about that? let's just try this out. I might tune really quick. 1 second. This is great though. I like this. Okay, I'm back. Let's try this again. It's honestly like, it sounds really good. I don't see any comments coming through. Hey guys, hit me up, man. Come by, say hi. I'm here to stay until this mission's over. Oh, that sounds great.
Also signal Kanger as expected.
Cool. And I'm also trying to get, hold on. See, That's what happens when you That's what happens when you subscribe. Go down to this. What was that? I'm just having fun. This is awesome. There's that root. This is really good music. Honestly, I love this. I love this meditation music, dude. This is like kind of the Mars meditation type music that I'm writing, and that I'm gonna be posting on my my new channel soon. Mars meditation music, guys. There it is. I'm in drop D, that's why. Alright, this is fun. Saudi Arabia at this point. resolution right there. Change one setting here. Something else, different tone here. Oh, like a low gain. Let's see what this sounds like. Really hard to there's no beat or nothing. I'm just trying to feel this one out. There's a spider like right next to my foot. Stay away. No spiders. There's those two guys. I get it. Hey, why is Elon Musk tweeting about... Okay, let's read this tweet about false positives. There are a lot of COVID-19 false positives, messing up the numbers, even tests. Oh, this is from his brother. Okay, so deaths is obviously lower than cases right now. On a 7-day average. Even tests with 5% false positive rate in field, not lab, would show up as about 17 million fake, 17 million fake COVID-19 cases, even if there were actually none. And Campbell Musk says, I'm very hopeful our doctors and medical system have learned a lot and doing much better this time around the spike. These are two graphs I'm watching closely. Death rate keeps dropping despite spikes. We'll know more in the coming days. Dude, what a S show. S-H-I-T show. That is a shit show. Oh, the screen's flipped.
Acquisition signal wave.
They got a signal. They got a new signal there. Awesome. That's my favorite type of band, like it. Oh, there you go. Ah, that's all right. I have no idea. By the way, the thumbnail that I made today, if you guys want to know, I made that thumbnail in like 5 minutes. It's pretty good though. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. It's just a pretty silly thumbnail, but anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Is that cool? Let's see. Sorry, I'm like doing. I gotta check a couple things here as we keep moving on. But let's keep on moving on, guys. Hit me up with any questions you have. I'm obviously here to commentate, host. But I'm also here to do whatever I want because it's really fun. And we can review, but we really just saw mainly takeoff with no onboard cameras up on ascent, but we saw onboard cameras upon descent, and that separation looked actually fairly clean. Let's look at that separation again. Whoa, and you can see it kind of, well, you can see it totally just, that was really cool. Did you see it correct itself there? Dude, that was actually, I've never seen that before. You usually just see the engine bell, but it looked like it just kind of tilted a little bit. Sort of, it's pre-light. It's, oh, and dude, you got to see everything. So there's fuel going through. There's T-Teb, ignition, and then it starts going. And then it corrects itself. Look at it, just like, yeah. There's T-Teb, and then it corrects itself. That's very interesting. It must have gone access quite a bit there. We don't have any word from fairing catch yet, but they may be down and they may be, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, this is where I got kind of blown away was how fast it re-enters here. You can see Earth just engulfing and just starting, this line right here over the horizon just starts to slowly creep up away from the camera, out of camera frame. And they do their entry. They already did their entry burn at this point. They lose signal because it gets very choppy. And then, yeah. 56th landing. And then it went out like crazy. And it looked like it was way over here. And then there was another shot that we got like that. And then it zoomed out. That was so random. That was like the most random. I mean, like we got signal on the last couple too. So I wonder what's going on there. I don't know. Where are we at here? I see Madagascar. I see India. So it's definitely outside of the Indian Ocean. It's now in the... No, this is the Indian Ocean. Still. Yeah. So it's just over the Indian Ocean. Oh, chilling, dudes. How's everyone doing? like Elon's COVID tweet was intentional. Like he wasn't even, like maybe he placed that at the perfect time, like right after SpaceX lands. Just like, dude, let's move on. Let's do something better than just move around about COVID-19 all the time. I love that attitude. Honestly, I love it. Like, yeah, let's move on. We're getting a lot of false positives, dude. This is bullshit. I believe it. I know we're getting a lot of false positives. Strap's coming out here. I'm gonna fix my toe strap.
Lost the signal, Diego Garcia, as expected.
Loss of signal as expected. So they can't light the ship right now because they have no signal to it. It's just stuck. So if it stops there in orbit, it'll be a mission failure. But it won't stop because it's going extremely fast. About 26,282 kilometers an hour. Which is really fast. 10 times the speed of bullet. How about that? We're in a Key Bay right now. Sleazy salesman. Where's that music coming from? Where's that music coming from? Hold on. Hearing a lot of weird music. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Weird. I totally heard my guitar. Did you guys hear that too? Okay, cool. So we have second engine start coming up finally. That was a long wait. I'm really happy you guys stuck around. Not actually, never mind. Nobody stuck around. That's alright. It was for the launch there was like 300,000 people watching the SpaceX stream, and now there's about 45,000, which is a pretty low number for their streams. But it's starting to come back up because second engine starts happening very shortly. What's going on in this music? It's just so spacious. If I get demonetized for this music, I'm gonna be so mad. I have a really good idea. 1 second. I'll be right back. I have one thing to show you that's really awesome. You already heard it, but you guys aren't even ready for this. Yo, y'all aren't even ready for this. This is gonna sound so weird. Yes, my guitar is a funky synthesizer. Thank you to Axe Effects. There you go. Yeah, I know you guys like the way that sounds. What guitar amp can do that? Only the Axe-Fx. Oh, so they're gonna be passing over New
AOS
Zealand.
Tasmania.
AOS Tasmania. So they are getting a automatic orbital signal, an auto-guided orbital signal from Tasmania. It's pretty cool. That's a Tasmania island. Time to get funky, yo. Okay, there's our live feed of the stage 2.
And back engine chill started.
Engine chill started.
Welcome back to the webcast of the Falcon 9 mission carrying GPS-3, space vehicle number 3 for the U.S. Space Force.
Badass.
Now, if you're just joining us, we
Okay,
have a
that
smooth
was fun,
liftoff at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by
That's what I do,
separation of
guys.
the first and second stages. We then had a successful burn of the second stage Merlin vacuum engine, and that placed us in the desired parking orbit. You can see on the screen, we're currently 422 kilometers up. We're passing south of Australia right now. Our next major event coming up in just 30 seconds is the second start of the upper stage engine called SES-2. Currently, from the orbit graphic, we are receiving data through our ground station in Tasmania.
So here's their lift.
Second
right
stage
there.
is
That's
firing
apogee.
settling pulses using cold
perigee,
gas. Make
that's
sure
perigee.
propellants are at the top of the inlets of the pump, ready to light that engine.
Oh, let's light it. John Insprucker is Bay.
And we've got video of the upper stage engine.
He's Bay.
and we've got startup confirmation.
Boom.
Propulsion confirms we are up on power on the MVAC-D engine. Now the second stage will burn for 44 seconds, and that's going to add over 2,000 meters per second to the speed of Falcon 9 before we shut it down for the second time.
Look at that speed.
Now this shutdown event might be called out as SECO-2. Now this burn that we are in right now will place the GPS-3 space vehicle into the required orbit prior to separating it from Falcon 9. Views coming to you from 2 cameras on the bottom of the second stage as we switch back and forth so that we can see both sides of the engine. We've got shutdown, waiting for orbit confirmation.
Nominal insertion orbit.
And it was kind of faint in the background, but if you heard it, we have confirmation that the second stage is in a good orbit. This is the one we needed to get to place the GPS-3 satellite into its transfer. We're now going to head into a second coast phase with the GPS satellite still attached to the second stage. Now the plan is to deploy the GPS satellite in about 24 minutes. Now this wait period is caused by a couple of requirements. First, the second stage begins a slow spin that will provide stability to the GPS satellite when it separates, so it gives it a slow spin. Second, we also have to wait until the GPS satellite itself is in view of 2 Air Force ground stations, one in Hawaii and one in California. So those steps will be met at T plus 1 hour and 29 minutes, and that is when the separation of GPS from stage 2 is planned. So I'm going to pause commentary now during this coast, but we will come back for separation in about 23 minutes at T plus 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Yeah. So that's awesome, guys. They usually for these Space Force launches, they don't show a lot of this stuff. So this is actually really cool. So we're gonna keep this going. This is really awesome music. I hope I don't get demonetized for it. I don't think I will. This is a test shot, by the way. Yeah, this is definitely a test shot. So yeah, I'll be back. I actually have to do a couple of things on my screen here, but I'll go ahead and leave the live stream up so you guys can check that out. And yeah, we'll be right back. So give me 1 moment.
What's the signal Tasmania is expected? Acquisition of signal, Hawaii. Acquisition of signal, Vandenberg. Acquisition is signal, South Texas.
Hey guys, did you hear that? Acquisition of signal in South Texas. That means they have a SpaceX ground station facility in Boca Chica, so they're actually picking up the South Texas. Yeah, so from Boca Chica, Texas, they're actually picking up the ground signal, stage 2. It's really cool. And again, those are the kind of like satellite dish-looking things that you've probably seen on some of the NASA spaceflight videos and Stanley Creative, just the all-around YouTube overviews of Boca Chica, Texas. Saw Earth in the background there. This dude, that 45-second burn really lifted it above to this medium Earth orbit. So hopefully this GPS satellite helps us out quite a lot. So go Columbus. Look at it just picking up, dude. It's going straight up. It's pretty crazy, man. How much energy you can add on to where you're at. The Earth is just far away, man. Second stage. I've actually personally never seen second stage this far out of Earth, out of this other than in Leo.
Welcome back to our launch coverage of the GPS-3 Space Vehicle #3 mission for the United States Space Force. Now, if you're just joining us, we had an on-time launch at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by successful ascent, stage separation, and 2 second stage engine burns. On your screen is a view of the GPS satellite atop Falcon 9. Now, one note earlier, I had mentioned that today was our 88th successful launch. It's actually our 87th successful launch today. So coming up in just about 15 seconds from now is our last major milestone, and that's deployment of the GPS-3 satellite from the second stage.
Cool, man. Mission success criteria. And they're going to be doing this deployment signal through the Boca Chica ground station, which is really cool.
Payload separation confirmed.
And successful confirmation of the spacecraft. Continuing on to perform its mission. From here, the satellite will undergo some activation checks and perform burns to raise into a circular orbit about 20,200 kilometers above the Earth's surface.
Bye, satellite.
And with that, that's actually going to complete our primary mission. Now, another note, if you were watching our webcast earlier, we accomplished another recovery objective today, and that is successful securing of both the fairing halves that we jettisoned early on in the mission. So we'll have those for use on a future mission. And that's going to bring our webcast coverage to a close.
Hold on.
Webcast earlier, we accomplished another recovery objective today, and that is successful securing of both the fairing halves that we jettisoned early on in the mission. So we'll have those.
Mission, and we also want to thank the satellite manufacturer, Lockheed Martin.
Yay.
SpaceX is one of 2 certified providers for national security space launch missions, and we're proud to be able to offer reliable, cost-effective launch services to the U.S. Space Force. We look forward to the additional GPS missions we will be supporting in the future. I also want to give out a special thanks to the 45th Space Wing for the range support out of the Eastern Range today. And finally, with this last view, watching GPS-3, satellite #3, drifting away in the distance, we want to thank all of you, our viewers, for tuning in, and have a good day.
Oh, thanks, John. You too. Thanks, John. That was great. Wow. Okay. Bravo. Bravo, SpaceX. I'm going to go ahead and end my stream too. That was much longer than I expected. I thought that I didn't think they were going to show as much as they showed today, which is actually really awesome. I got to play guitar through the first coast phase. Second coast phase took a break. Saw successful separation. Successful fairing catch or splashdown / pickup, and then a successful drone ship landing on the booster, the brand new booster. So we'll see images coming we'll see images coming back soon of the booster arriving to port in Cape Canaveral, and we'll see how much soot is on it. I'm actually asking questions of how much soot is on that booster. It's interesting. Anyways, this is my portrait view today, and we had a lot of fun. Hope you guys can come back for another live stream with me. Stay tuned for Space Meme Review 6 coming out soon, as well as a couple of new songs and more awesome, innovative videos. I'm Bradley with Mars Meditation, preparing the human consciousness for a better multiplanetary lifestyle. You guys have a good rest of your day. We'll see you around. Thank you.